President Trump is lashing out after the mayor of San Juan blasted the White House over its response to Hurricane Maria. Now, this as some Puerto Ricans are desperately waiting for additional supplies. Let's bring in Jessica Tarlov, Democratic pollster and strategist and senior political analyst for Schoen Consulting. Also here, Beverly Hallberg, president of District Media Group and a fellow for the Heritage Foundation. Ladies, thank you for talking to us.
Hi, Julie.
I want to go ahead and read a tweet, and then I'll let you guys respond. Guess whose it is? President Trump's. Here we go. Such poor leadership ability by the mayor of San Juan and others in Puerto Rico who are not able to get their workers to help. They want everything to be done for them when it should be a community effort. 10,000 federal workers now on island doing a fantastic job. Beverly, I'll start with you. What do you make of the president's remarks and specifically the harsh words between he and San Juan's mayor?
Well, I've often been on record saying that I think President Trump's tweets are often ill-advised and unhelpful. But I would also say I understand why he may have taken issue with what the mayor of San Juan said. Now, if we want to look at a leader who I think is handling this well, we can look at the governor of Puerto Rico, who has come out and not only said that this battle of words between the mayor of San Juan and also the president is nothing but fodder, but also has said that the federal response has been good, and what we really need to do is work together. And with the president going there next week, I really hope we can see everybody come together, because this is about the people in Puerto Rico who no doubt are in dire need of help.
Jessica?
I respect Beverly greatly, and I disagree completely here. I think that the mayor of San Juan, if you watched her press conference yesterday, where she was pleading for assistance to make sure that the citizens of her city and of Puerto Rico more generally can survive after this, was completely warranted. She was talking about the conditions on the ground, the fact that President Trump has gone after, yet again, a sitting official during a time of crisis. He now does it to our own, and he does it to those abroad. We've seen him do it multiple times with situations that have happened in Europe. Shows how unfit he is for this office. He went after Barack Obama in 2016 about Louisiana flooding. He said, "Why are you on the golf course?" He is on the golf course, just as he was last weekend. In 2012, he also criticized Barack Obama for what happened during Sandy, when Barack Obama was on the ground, even hugging Chris Christie. I just do not understand how anyone could defend this response, and we all understand that it is difficult to get to Puerto Rico. There's big, big water around it, I think, as the president said, ocean water, in fact. But they are American citizens. 3 million of them. I know they don't have electoral college votes, and I don't want to say that that is exactly why this is happening, but you didn't hear him talking to people in Texas or Florida this way.
And I'd like to jump in. It's not that I agree with his response, but I disagree with the feeling that the federal response has been poor. When you take a look at the tragedy that's in Puerto Rico, there is water there. The federal government is trying to get food there, but yet the transportation system, the roads, everything is destroyed. So we do see that the Puerto Ricans are in dire need, but I think the federal government is doing what it can. And I would even give praise to President Trump for relieving some of the pressure from the Jones Act to make sure that we can have other vessels get there. I would actually like to see that extended even longer, and I hope that we can, so we can get the people in Puerto Rico the help that they need.
Well, Jessica, I got to jump in real quick. Okay, so in response to your view on the way the president has handled this, or as you say, mishandled this, how do you truly believe the mayor of San Juan is handling this when she's on television, cable, network, broadcast news every single day? Here's video of last night's press conference, and look behind her. What do you see?
Bottles of water. Yep.
Yeah, you see aid and food. Why isn't it being delivered? That's another question. Because the truckers, the Puerto Rican employees are on strike. They don't want to move those food and supplies, or they are unable, or they are refusing. Some are expecting $50 an hour to do so. Now, when the president accuses Puerto Ricans of not necessarily trying to help themselves, does that then paint a not so great optic? Because the word optic has come up a lot this week. So what are the optics behind that press conference with all that aid behind the mayor of San Juan?
Oh, I'm sure she's not thrilled that that was sitting behind her, but that's certainly not enough to make sure that everybody has clean drinking water and food down in Puerto Rico right now. I think that the mayor of San Juan certainly wants attention, but I think she wants attention on behalf of her citizens. She also knows that President Trump is watching cable news all the time. I think she was speaking directly to him. And to people in positions of power to make sure that their needs are being met as well as they can be. As I said initially, I understand there are systemic challenges to getting enough aid to the people of Puerto Rico. But to Beverly's point about the Jones Act, that got waived days later than it should have. And yes, it should be extended.
I agree.
Yes, and it's just sad
and
to
that's
see
because of the pressure.
Politicians exploit the lives of people who are in great risk, and that includes the mayor of San Juan. If I were a resident of Puerto Rico, I wouldn't want to hear my mayor speaking about us this way. I mean, President Trump lifted the Jones Act essentially to prohibit these foreign ships from being blocked from being able to deliver aid. So that has been done. I haven't heard one word of acknowledgement from this mayor, who is also calling out the administration because FEMA says that you need to contact them via the internet. Well, they don't have the internet. Well, yes, there are glitches in the system, but you can't blame it all on one man, the president, because the system was in place long before the president took office.
This is no doubt bigger than the president. He is the person who is...
But she's going after him.
No, she is going after him, but she also wasn't this unkind about him initially. Remember, he tweeted, I think it was last weekend or earlier on in the week, I think she might have shown up on Fox and Friends, where he said that she was saying very nice things about him. So the relationship has deteriorated between these two people. But either way, at base, we never want politicization and exploitation of a crisis. But I think that we can all agree that the President of the United States of America does not need to spend his weekend at his private golf course tweeting in a disparaging way about an official who... It looks pretty genuine out there that she's concerned that her citizens are going to die.
Yeah. I mean, it is the president's style. If somebody goes after him, he's going to punch back. That's just the way he handles things. I'm not saying that it's the best way or best scenario, but again, I mean, if I'm the mayor of a town whose people are dying, I'd worry less about tweets and news conferences.
And that's why I think we can look towards the governor, who I think has handled it well.
All right. Jessica Tarlov, thank you very much. Beverly Hallberg, thank you, ladies.